A racer car is a term that you often hear whispered in the world of automotive enthusiasts, and it isn't exactly a compliment, right? Uh, it stands for Racer Inspired Cosmetic Enhancements Car. In short, it's an inexpensive vehicle, often from Japan, modified with flashy, performance-oriented accessories. Think big spoilers, uh, body kits, and neon lights that might shine more than the car's actual performance. Um, Car enthusiasts often criticize racer cars for being all show and no go. Like when you meet someone at the gym who is decked out in all the latest workout gear, but spends most of the time on their phone rather than lifting weights. There's little substance, they say. Uh, the mods don't add much actual speed, just appearance. These cars commonly feature massive exhausts that create a thunderous roar, yet do nothing for horsepower. Imagine a sound of a jet taking off, but it's just your neighbor's Honda Civic pulling out of the driveway. The noise is attention-grabbing, but lacks the power you'd expect from such a sound. One of the biggest eye catchers in a racer car is usually a gigantic spoiler. It looks like it could hold its own against any race car, but in reality, it just adds extra weight without the aerodynamic benefits. Most are installed just for aesthetic reasons, often making the car look faster than it is. A frequent feature is the body kit that seems meticulously designed yet is often poorly fitted. Those low-profile aesthetic skirts and bumpers are more about turning heads when they're parked than providing any street advantage. It's like putting a tuxedo on a turtle. Fancy, but it doesn't change how fast it moves. Neon underglow lights, often festoon racer cars, giving them a neon glow reminiscent of a nightclub on four wheels. The flashiness catches eyes, but they distract from the fact that the car doesn't necessarily have muscle under the hood. Right here, it certainly looks vivid, zipping down the streets of Portland at night, though. An emblematic symbol of racer culture is stickers and decals, whether it's brand logos or racing numbers. These adornments seldom mean the car has those powers under its hood. Think of them like a movie poster. Flashy and promising, but not always delivering what's advertised. And fake vents and scoops are another norm adding to the illusion of a race-ready car. They're designed to look like they cool down fast engines, but in reality, they're as functional as the sunroof on a submarine. Purely cosmetic additions, they feed into the facade rather than performance. In theory, there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting a car to look good and reflect personal style. It's when performance claims don't align with reality that the car earns its racer label. And it's a lesson in knowing when the clothes make the man, or in this case, don't. Many people get into the racer trend through budget constraints. Not everyone can afford a Ferrari. Transforming an affordable car into something flashy can still bring joy and turn heads, even if it's not reaching high miles per hour. A bit like a artist painting on a low-cost canvas. And there's a certain charm in the whole process. It's often a DIY effort, the pride of transforming a run-of-the-mill vehicle into a piece of personal expression can't be measured on a speedometer. And for many, it's about the journey, not the speed. And but for those looking to avoid the pitfalls of the racer phenomenon, focus on upgrading substance over style. Simple performance upgrades like tuning the engine or enhancing the suspension. It can easily outrun a car dripping in decals and adorned with a spoiler the size of a kayak. Um, that's a pro tip worth more than its weight in the yarn and decals.